Hello YouTube, and welcome to the channel. So today is week 2, day 4. So just 4 exercises today. So we're starting off with safety bar box squats to a low 12-inch box. So on the first week I worked up to a 5 rep max and hit a PR at 191 kilos or 420 pounds for 5. So this week I've dropped now to 3 reps. So I did 70 for 3 just as a warm up, 110 for 2, and then just 150 for a single. Notice the belt doesn't go on until 190. It was actually supposed to be 180, but I accidentally put 2 5s on there and made it 190 because I forgot that the safety bar is 30, and these plates that I'm using are actually 25s and not 20s that I normally use, but there was 25s hanging around and it was just easier to just slap on 25s. Normally I use 20s, but I just put these 25s on. So I've got to admit I wasn't really feeling it today, and warm-ups were feeling heavy, but nevertheless I still managed to get a 3 rep max PR of 212.5 kilos or 468 for a triple. Really pleased with that. I've got to say that was really hard. I really had to work for that. But yeah, managed it in the end. Notice I didn't put knee sleeves on until I got to about 202 kilos. So now we're moving on. Axle bar clean and push press. On the last workout I worked up to 127.5 kilos or 281 pounds. So yeah, just wanted to see whether I could best that today. So before I started this workout, when I was at home eating and having a small meal, preparing for this workout, I watched a clip from World's Strongest Man 2024. One of the events was Max Axel, and both Tom Stoltman and Mitchell Hooper did Tom Stoltman and Mitchell Hooper both lifted from the floor overhead on an axle bar 210 kilograms or 462 pounds. So I basically watched it just to have a look at their technique and try to take some points away for that, and also just to prepare myself for today. I like to watch them guys for inspiration. Mitchell Hooper currently holds the world record axle press at 218 kilos or 480. The most I've ever done is 294 pounds, so got quite a way to go to catch up with Mitchell Hooper. So we're at 115 now, 254, and that still felt quite comfortable. So I was having 1 minute rest between sets, but then when I got past 100 kilos, I was having 1 second rest per kilo of weight lifted. So for example, this is 122.5 kilos. So after this, I had 122 seconds rest, which is just over 2 minutes. So yeah, that was all right. It was tough, but definitely a bit more there. But at least I got it on the first attempt. So now 130 kilos, 287 pounds. Definitely felt this was definitely heavy. And again, just didn't take the time to set properly, but once I did, it was there, and there we are. Got to say that was really hard. Really had to work for that one as well. Notice I'm now using wrist wraps as well. But yeah, a good day, 130. So literally just 3.5 kilos away from my max. Axle bar push press, my best is 133.5. That's my record. I'm hoping to break it. So now we're moving on to yoke. 15 metres drop and turn, so 30 metres in total. The aim is to do it in 20 seconds or thereabouts, or try to keep it in under 20 seconds. This is the first time I've done yoke since my competition in November. So I'm just starting light really. Yeah, 180, 15.9, so really pleased with that. This is the final set now. I just did 3 sets, 100, 180 and 240. And yeah, I was quite pleased with this. This felt comfortable actually, and I got it in 1.5 time with 1.5 seconds left to spare. So yeah, I'll definitely be increasing on this. So I'm alternating farmers and yoke every other week at the moment. I don't have a competition coming up at the moment, but I like to keep yoke and farmers in there because they're a staple, and if you can get good at them, then when a comp comes up, you probably are either going to have farmers, yoke, or both. And I just like to be good at both. So after that, I did sandbag steeple. I think this is the first time I've ever actually done this. The course length is 15 metres. You carry a sandbag, chuck it over a bar, pick the sandbag back up and carry it the rest of the course. You may have seen this on World's Strongest Man 2024. Like I said, I've never done this, but I saw this at World's Strongest Man. I thought, you know what, I'm going to give that a try. This is the easier version though, because I used a £230 sandbag, a £160 sandbag, and the final sandbag was £88, and the course length is only 15 metres. At World's Strongest Man, the course length was 20 metres, so 5 metres longer, and all 3 sandbags were £265. So I'm using a slightly shorter course than they did at Worlds and lighter sandbags, and I have to say this absolutely kicked my arse. This was really hard. My heart felt like it was going to come out of its chest. This was brutally hard. I thought I'd start with lighter sandbags. I really underestimated this. I thought this would be really easy, and it was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I really wanted to do it in 1 minute 15. I gave myself a time limit of 1 minute 15. Unfortunately, I came up short, and I was 4 seconds too slow. So I thought, you know what, I'll try it again. So I did a second set, and this one was a disaster. I was confident that if I could be quicker, I might be able to do it quicker and get it within 75 seconds. Unfortunately, as you can see there, I did not get the sandbag over the yoke bar the first time. So I've had to re-pick it up. So that means I've had to pick this sandbag up 3 times. And that really killed me. I'm really struggling with this. I mean, the safety bar box squat, the axle press and the yoke, they was all very taxing. So by the time I got round to this sandbag steeple, I was a bit knackered. I felt slow, weak and lethargic. I'm pretty sure that if I do this again, I will be quicker. So I will do this again in a few weeks' time and try and nail it and get it done in under 1 minute 15. But I was absolutely spent. I was struggling here just to lift a £160 sandbag. At this point, I knew that I wasn't going to make it in under 75 seconds. But I'd already picked that sandbag up, and I thought, you know what, I'll complete this. At this point, I did still intend to pick up the blue sandbag that's £88. But I was so fatigued, I was struggling just to pick up that black sandbag that's £160. So I completed that, and I just knew that I was spent here. I knew that I'd taken way too long, and I just at this point I had nothing left, so I didn't even bother to pick up the blue sandbag. So on this second set, unfortunately I only managed 2 sandbags, but hey ho, I will get it next time. Okay, so that's the end of it now. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more Strongman content, please subscribe. Today is Tuesday. I think my next training session will be Thursday. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Watch this space.